Hello everyone, I wanted to do another reaction video, or maybe this time more of an analysis. I come from the opera world, and Susanna in Le Nozze di Figaro was my first complete role, and it was thrown on me because it's a huge role. Susanna is on stage like basically almost all the time. She's a major character, and she has a couple of arias that sound deceivingly simple, but they are very tricky. And I wanted to listen to my role model when it comes to that bright, beautiful, floaty, soubrette, coloratura sound, Kathleen Battle. Let's look at it. Now, Susanna knows that Figaro is listening, but he doesn't know that she knows that everything's going on. She's teasing him in. She's also such a great actress, but her voice color is so superb. Her resonance and the ease, it sounds so easy. It's so beautiful. She has this beautiful, forward, bright overtone sound. It's just superb. And she's a great actress here. She's teasing Figaro. She wants to make him jealous. So he doesn't know that she knows that he's listening. She's so light. She stays so light, but so connected, so legato. That is such a low pitch. Can we talk about this? You have to dip down into your chest voice, but you want it to sound like the rest of your voice, which is high head voice. And this is like a challenge for soubrettes and any high soprano, which then often have to go low, but you don't want to suddenly sound like a different singer. So bright and shiny, and then foco. You connect it. You give it space so that the placement sounds very similar to the rest of your higher head voice. So in the passaggio, again, you move through it, connecting the two registers perfectly, seamlessly. She does so beautiful. You don't want to sound like you're dark and low. And it still sounds very feminine and very like young girl, which Susanna, she's young, but she's the winner in this entire opera. I love so she's like, in Italian, of course, when there's a double consonant, it's like terra. But like, she's teasing him. So it comes across so much better when you're like digging into the words. La terra e il ciel rispondo. Il ciel rispondo. And I love her ah is so nice and bright. And you can see her top teeth, although later we will see that she has a few things she does. They're her trademark. This is the way she was taught. She does a few things that I was not taught to do that way, but it works really well for her. I mean, this is like perfect when it comes to like, you know, any textbook would say, oh, nice and open, teeth showing slightly, nice, open sound. Oh, and I love how she then connects it. So her E is a little, it's almost like she's making a little Now the aria begins. This was only the recitativo. And she's like, yeah, he's really jealous. Okay, let me go on, making him even more jealous. She's like, oh. So he thinks that she is singing to the Count, confessing her love to him. But she's only teasing Figaro. He doesn't know that she knows that he's listening to her. This is a really fun story, actually. I love this opera. on she mixes in a little bit of This aria is so difficult because it doesn't lie that high. It goes a lot in the middle and lower part of the, that lower octave, which it's really hard to get really bright resonance there. So you have to work really hard to find it's like the sweet spot where you could still have that, la, bella. So basically when I practice this aria, and it's so hard, it sounds so easy, but it is so hard because of where it lies in the voice to make it so legato. And those pitches aren't short, those lower and mid pitches, they just drag out. It's slow moving, it's legato. So that is a challenge to keep that brightness and those silvery, shimmery, floaty tones, like you want that sparkle in there all the time. That is such a challenge, but she is my role model for this aria, has always been. When I studied the role, I watched her like insane. This is exactly the sound Anissa Brett wants to go for. Oh, how she is so soft on the top. She doesn't dig in. You don't want to go, you don't want to make it overbearing. It's floaty. But then still like the sparkle on the top by putting vibrato even on the shorter high pitches. That is so low. Ariae ancor. So there are 3 vowels, basically on one short pitch. Ariae ancor. Beautiful. So she has this very, juxtaposed, those nice and open, and the O and U, they're quite forward. But it sounds so beautiful in her voice. For her, this is the best resonance she's getting. Oh, and the tapering off. So beautiful. And she's lovely. See, the E, because of where it lies, you can't really make it too wide anymore. An E is such a difficult vowel. You have to change where it sits. And then when you go higher, you have to kind of lift a bit. And then on the ah, she's opening up. Look at that position. This is the perfect ah. It's not the jaw. It's a round space. Oh, this is so masterful. I mean, I can't do it like she does. She's amazing. So tender. Nice bright E. Fresca. Yeah, nice close the A. That is so hard. It's so low, and this is very Mozart. He sometimes does these huge intervals. This is not such a huge interval, but it's relatively large. And then vocally, you constantly are in your passaggio navigating through it because you're constantly over your break back and forth. And remember, this is not amplified, no microphones. poise with it. It's so beautiful. This gives me goosebumps because this is hard. You know, the tendency, of course, for everyone is to get louder on the top because the top note maybe needs more support and compression. But here we need to reverse it because musically it makes more sense. So it's the teasing. It's the tender teasing. She still loves him. She loves her Figaro. Susanna and Figaro, they are a couple. It's in a loving way she's teasing him because she's like, I'm going to give you a dose of your own medicine. Like, this is just so beautiful how the top pitch is so floaty, and with that vibrato on, it's a short pitch, but so soft. Let's listen one more time. It's my favorite part. It's a long one. Oh, so masterful, the crescendo. Oh, this is my favorite now. With a nice little portamento. It's so breathtakingly beautiful. This is the best execution of this aria, in my opinion. It's like, I probably don't know everyone who's ever sung it, but she is absolutely one of my favorites. Nowadays, there's this perception, oh, you're not an opera singer if you don't have a large voice. She never had a large voice, but it was so resonant and so bright and shimmery and so much overtone going on. Such a beautiful timbre. It's just the beauty of her instrument that, you know, it's not large. You don't have to have a big, huge, gigantic voice. And for Mozart, you certainly don't need that. And Susanna, you know, there are a lot of roles for soubrette. Young, youthful girls, you know, young women that need a youthful sound that is lighter and brighter. And, you know, just sounding more like a little girlish and not mature woman-like. There are mature women who probably have bright voices, and then there are young girls and young women who have maybe very darker and heavier voices. This is just what you were born with. But I just want to point out that level of mastery in the control. And now in Mozart, everything is so exposed. It's like there's nothing to hide because the voice it's just every little detail. You have to be so clean and so on point and so accurate, so dead accurate. I feel like even in faster coloratura arias, there is more space because there's movement. I don't know, movement is maybe always a little easier than this is a slow moving piece. So the objective here is to always keep resonance perfect, which is really hard when it's in that middle to lower part of your voice when you are a soprano, which is the hard part about keeping that sound. Usually when you're above the C5, everything becomes a little easier and it automatically opens up and floats and a lot of ping. In that lower octave, that's when the challenge is. And she is so wonderful in connecting and keeping that bright resonance in there, which is so hard. So thank you so much for watching. If you are an opera nerd like me, stick around. I will probably do more opera reactions, but I equally love popular music, musical theater, anything that comes along. I'm very open to all kinds of music. I can never decide what I love the most because all music is amazing and there's a lot that is just unbelievable. And I want to look at these. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Consider subscribing if you have not already, and I'll see you on the next one. Always keep a song in your heart and always keep on singing.